So in this segment, I'm looking at finding products to sell on eBay. This is actually one video in a series I put together on product research for dropshipping and online arbitrage. So see the description of this video for more details or for links to the other videos. Now I am going to just do a couple slides here, and then I will go into some live demonstration. For one, what you're actually going to do here is find products that already sell on eBay. So the idea is that the quickest way to find winning products, so to speak, is to find products that have already sold. In other words, products that have already won, so to speak, for someone else. Now, there are a few things that we need to keep in mind, or that you should keep in mind. For one is the number of times the product sold. So when you're looking at products, you want to keep in mind the number of times that product actually sold. eBay does provide us with this data, which is a great thing about eBay. The second thing is the last time the product sold, which is the recent sales history. They also provide this. They just made it a little bit harder to get to, but I've got a solution for that, which I'll get into in a couple minutes. And the third thing is the price and the shipping charge is another thing we should keep in mind, or if the product has free shipping on it. And you can see that, of course, right in front of you as well when you look at an eBay listing. So there's no problem with that. Now, first of all, what I'm going to do is start out with a general search on eBay. And so if you're not targeting a particular supplier right this moment, then you can definitely start with a general category search. There are a few things I want you to keep in mind in that process. For one, are you drop shipping or shipping the products yourself, which is typically going to be arbitrage? Well, if you're drop shipping, then you're not going to care about the size and weight. But if you're doing arbitrage, if you're shipping products, you need to think about the size and the weight of the products you're searching for. So just keep that in mind when you conduct your search. Now, another thing to keep in mind is that you can potentially get a very large number of results when you do these more general searches. It depends on the search term that you enter, though, but you might get a very large number of results. And thirdly, keep in mind that when you do a general search that the products may be sourced potentially to a lot of different suppliers, which is fine because you're not targeting maybe a particular supplier at that moment, right? Or at this moment. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get into the demonstration. Just wanted to get those points out. And so I'm doing this product research actually on eBay itself, right? And so I'm going to start out by actually typing in a phrase of some kind. I'm going to use something very general. In fact, I will literally just type in the word kitchen, and you will see that it'll start to give you some different things here, but I'm going to keep it very general as kitchen supplies and just see what I get. Now, kitchen supplies, perhaps because there are two words here, and not all products are literally going to say supplies in the name of the product. So for that reason, you get just a few hundred results, 313, rather than thousands of results. Okay, 313 results is still enough products to go through clearly, right? Now, for one thing, I want you to know that I'm using a Chrome extension called eBay Popularity Sort. And it's a free Chrome extension, and it automatically sorts what are supposed to be, I suppose, the most popular products on the top of your search results. So just something that you can use as well. There's also actual filters built into eBay that you may want to use. There are lots of different filters here, but on the left you have the sold items filter that you can click on if you want to specifically pay attention to things that have actually sold. So you have sold listings. You also have completed, which means they might have been ended and sold, or ended not sold, but basically a lot of these have sold. And later I can also show you the advanced search, but right now this is how I'm going to start. Anyway, what I'm going to do is go ahead and open up one of these listings, for instance the one on the top, and I'll just open that in a new tab separately, because I don't want to lose this list that I have in front of me right now on eBay. So I'll just go ahead and open up this product separately. Now, I can see that there are two available. One has actually sold according to eBay, so that's good. It means this product is actually sold. So if I want to take a closer look, I might want to know, when this product actually sold. Now, not too long ago, you could just click on this as long as you were signed in. eBay has removed that feature, making it harder. But here's the thing, I've got something to help you out. What you're going to do is copy this URL and use a template that I'm going to provide for you, this eBay product research template that you can go ahead and download. All right, and I'm going to put that original eBay URL that I just copied from the product, and paste it here. And what this function will do, a function I entered directly in the spreadsheet so you can see it for yourself, it will basically clean that URL out, removing all of the extra symbols and all of that down to this form, and it will give you the eBay item ID over here. And what happens is that will then enable you to do this, to actually open the purchase history of the product, because it's really just a URL. That's all it is. And so once you have that URL, you can see the purchase history. So you can see that it sold for $10.23, and it was on June 6, 2023. All right, and so this is really important because I want you to know, and it didn't happen this time, but sometimes this price, which is listed right now, is not actually the price it might have sold for in the past. So this is really important to be able to see the actual price that this thing sold at, to know for sure it actually sold at $10.23 on June 6th. Today's June 14th, 2023. Okay, so not bad, right? About 8 days ago it sold. Okay, so this gives you an idea of the potential. Okay, now what you can then do is if you wanted to actually source the product, potentially find sources, is you would then highlight the title of the product and simply perform a search, a Google search on the title. You can also try the image, doing an image search as well. And when you do these general searches and you source the products, you're going to find that Amazon's going to show up at the top a lot. Okay, that's just the way it is. So basically, that's going to be great if you're trying to buy from Amazon to sell on eBay. Whether you're drop shipping from Amazon, you might be drop shipping from Amazon to eBay, or you might be trying to arbitrage from Amazon to eBay as well, which you can do. So it's going to be real easy to locate Amazon sources. All right, and so here you see $6.66 right now for one piece. Okay, and you've got to read the details to know exactly what things mean or what's included, but clearly this person is selling the product that's on Amazon, right? And we can see it's not much cheaper tremendously if this is the same thing being offered on both listings. We see that it's not much cheaper than what we see here. Shipping is free. Remember I said keep shipping in mind, so we do see free shipping here. Okay, so this literally is the total that buyers will be paying for this product. Okay, all right, so basically using this product research template that I've prepared for you, you can copy and paste the title if you like as well. You might want to do that. I might still even have it in memory. Let me see. I think it was the last thing so I'll do right click paste special values. No, last thing I copied I guess was something else. So let me copy the title. Okay, the title was the last thing I copied. Now that I just recopied the title, so now I can paste it as the eBay title just so you have it. And you can put the different information here, like the list price that you saw, 10/23, and it says on entry date, because what I do, and you don't have to do everything I do, but I think it's a good idea to put down the date. I think you should do this, that you found the product, and I have an entry number here if you just want to put like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, generally I like a format number date where I can actually see the year. Okay, and sometimes the list price can change, and that's why I have current list price. So I'm going to go ahead and just type that in, because right now it is the same thing, 10/23. if you want to write down things about sales and revisions, if you want to make notes or anything like that, you can do that too. You can put like one sold here, you know, last sold date, I believe it was June 6th. Do you have to do all this? No, I'm just showing. These are just things that I think that I thought you might want to put down, or you might want to be able to keep record of. The last sold price was also 1023, right? I'm just very detailed, so I do a lot of things on my templates, but you know, you don't have to use everything that's here. Okay. You can decide if this is something you wanted to sell or not, and whether you're going to drop ship it or arbitrage it. You might be doing both, so you might want to decide on which method you think it's going to be good for. All right, and then whether or not you've decided to list the product or whether or not you've listed it. I have that here as well. These are just different things, okay, that I've put into the template that you might consider. Now I have an eBay fee percentage based on what a typical fee would be. Okay, I've got that entered, and then it will calculate that on the total sale, on that sold price, and then determine a payout, just subtracting this. It's a very general profit calculation, just to give you an idea. Okay, over here you have that cost and profit, and then looking at the supplier side. So like if I'm looking at Amazon, for instance, for $666, I can put in $666 for that unit price, and say it's 1 unit. All right, and the cost is and by the way, I mean, you're supposed to copy the URL also, ideally. I mean, you want to remember the source. Obviously, you want to keep a record of what the source is. So of course you need the source URL. All right, just assuming the shipping is 0, I'll just kind of leave that stuff blank for right now. So the profit comes out as $1.91, and you get 20. Okay, 20.75% would be the ROI estimated here. But that's drop shipping, and assuming that you have probably Amazon Prime, okay, and you're shipping it free. If you're doing arbitrage, probably won't work, right? This product wouldn't work, okay? So might be good for drop shipping, probably not good for arbitrage, for instance. All right, so basically you have to go through, right, and kind of find things that will work based on the model you're doing. But basically you're going to want to tend to stick to smaller things if you're doing the arbitrage. All right, now in this video, it's still kind of general. It's more general, so I'm not specifically looking for arbitrage or drop shipping right now. I'm just basically just looking at products, but that is really the process, and I'm not actually trying to find a product right now in this video, because this manual process of manually going through each product, sourcing it, locating the source, and even doing a profit calculation, as you can see, takes some time, and it may take some time before you find a profitable product for your situation. So I'm not going to actually do that right here in the video, but what I will say though is that I do have a Google Sheet, which I'm not going to demonstrate now, but I'm going to show you that will make this process a bit easier, because it will pull out the products that have sold a certain number of times. It will scrape them into the Google Sheet for you, and it can even find sources of the products for you automatically over here as well. Okay, and so using this Google Sheet system, it's going to kind of take some of the manual work off of you, as far as actually highlighting all of these titles and actually searching for them, Google and finding sources of so many different products. Okay, it can really minimize that work, because this Google Sheet actually will, once you search for something on eBay, will actually pull all those products right in here. Okay, so I do have some other videos demonstrating that. Perhaps there should be one linked to this one. Even if not, I will definitely have, but I should have a video linked to that. But I will also do probably do one as part of this actual training series, so that it's actually part of this series of videos on product research for dropshipping and online arbitrage. And again, this subtopic being finding products to sell on eBay. So see the description of this video, because it's a series, so there are more videos for you to watch. This is just one segment in the whole thing. All right, so anyway, contact me, comments, suggestions, check out the links, like the video if you like it, subscribe to the channel to get notified, all the usual stuff. I'm Mr. Mark, I look forward to hearing from you or seeing you around in another video.